Hi folks, here's my diagram. Had some issues last year getting my Jeep back and running. So here's what I did. I got a relay switch, right? Got all these problems. It's the proper way to deal with this stuff. Never done it before in my life, so I drew out a schematic to see what I could do. Got my battery, relay. They said the ignition, some kind of line, your 12 volt power. Your thermostat. Off this line you can do your switch if you need to, and then your fan. So from your amp or your relay switch, you go right here, 87. It's going to go over to the positive side of the fan. The negative side you connect to the body of the car somewhere to get it ground. Okay, the 30, which is your power in, your power source in, is coming from the battery. So you want to go to your positive, run it to a fuse so it doesn't blow or mess up. Make sure you got good thick wire, and then run it to your relay switch. Okay, and that's at number 30. And then your number 85, which is going to be your ignition, 12 volt, which is it's your negative that you're wanting from the car itself for the battery, so it's connected on the dots. And then your other source is the thermostat. Okay, so this is what I tried to do. And on my Jeep, I've got a thermostat right back up in here. I don't think it works. Tried it. My car wouldn't even run. I touched the ground, it run. Right here's the other one, right in front of the fan. I spliced these wires, tied into it. Also have, just to run over, yellow to the fuse, that's your positive, to the fuse, to the sensor. Ground, the fan. Inside here is accessories. There's terminals available. I checked them with my little meters. I was getting 12 volts. So I wired to it, ran it to the fuse. Okay, you saw in the diagram earlier. And then, see, so we got the power, the ground, or the neutral, and then the fan motor. You got to run it to the fan. So the positive went to the fan. And then I ran it around over to this one, tried it, didn't work. Took my negative, went to this sensor, turned on the car, and it came on. But when I shut the car off, it would go down to low speed because it's a low speed sensor, and it would stay on, never would shut off. So I built the switch. So here I've got all this stuff nice and neat looking. This line right here running back in there, so don't look like craziness. Sorry about my nasty floor. But then we got the switch. So I got one with a light. And if you hear, listen, I'm gonna flip it up. Fan's on. Sorry, my arm's shaky. Off, it turns red. So red means off. It's supposed to be green when you turn it on. But anyway, so that's my little tidbit I hope I can add to the whole relay switch thing. What I want to point out that I learned is that, of course, the people that know electronics, you already know this, but for those of us who don't, your negative, which is your ground, you're connecting a ground somewhere which completes the circuit. So once you have all your positives hooked up, when you go to touch your negative, it should come on. If there's a completed circuit. If not, it won't come on. So that's what that switch is doing. It's completing the circuit to the ground because I ran the ground straight to the switch and then ran from the switch to the body of the car, and then for the LED light ran from that switch, the extra terminal, to the body of the car, so it has a completed circuit. That's what I learned. I don't deal with this kind of stuff. Here's my example of what I had before. This switch is supposed to be 30 amp feet, switch, toggle switch, and I didn't do the right things and melted it. It didn't work. You can't trust stuff like that. You got to know what you're doing. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I appreciate it. Maybe one day I'll get another video in there. See y'all. Bye.